Where you feel pain is not always the source. If you're dealing with low back pain, disc bulge, disc herniation, sciatica, SI joint pain, hip pain, pelvic pain, piriformis syndrome, it's very likely you have symptoms stemming from your low back. I'm Dr. RJ Burr, a credentialed McKenzie method practitioner for over 10 years. This is a progression I use with patients that I'm showing you so that you can fix the source of your pain. So you can take action right away. We're gonna get the whole thing done in under 5 minutes.
First, we want to collect some baseline tests because what doesn't get measured doesn't change, and we don't want to rely on pain as a guide alone. Here, I'm demonstrating common movements that you can use as baseline tests. Note the movements that are limited and painful. Now let's get to fixing it.
The first move is prone to prone on elbows. And this is a good time to discuss the main rule with this progression is we call it kiss or touch the pain. Anytime you have pain, we do not want to force it, even if you're tough, because your body will fight against you. So anytime we're doing these progressions and you feel some pain, we stop, kiss the pain, and come back down. So depending on how much pain you're in and how well or poorly you can move, this may or may not be doable. So if you can't get in your forearms, then we want to start at prone, and we slowly want to move ourselves up by bringing our elbows closer together. Bring the elbows in, and then we can slowly start to prop up. Remember, just kiss the pain. So if it hurts here, we just stay there, or we come down a little bit lower where it's more comfortable. With this exercise here, it's not a movement, it's a position. So if this is uncomfortable, you want to find that spot where you kiss the pain. You want to hang out there for at least a couple minutes until it's comfortable. As you do sets and reps, which are in the caption, you can slowly get higher, higher, higher until you get to prone on elbows like this comfortably. If your arms get tired, alternatively, you can take some rolled up towels or pillows, prop them up underneath your chest, and just hang out this way. The next exercise is extension and quadruped, or I call J-Lo booty here. So you start from a neutral flat spine and you slowly stick your butt up toward the ceiling, arching your back. If this hurts, you just touch the pain and return. Touch the pain and return. If this feels okay, we can sink in a little deeper, deeper, deeper until you hit that end range and breathe out to sink in a little bit more, and repeat this for sets of 10. Next is extension and lying, or I call a Cobra press up, where this is the simple move here, but we want to go slow, and if there is pain, we just kiss the pain and come back down. We typically want to do sets of 10 of this, going up and back down, and if it gets easier, easier, easier within the set or within the next couple days, you want to keep going further. If you can go further, 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 you lock out the elbows as long as it's pain-free. If you can get there, the next step is make sure your glutes, your butt is relaxed. Look your head up and then breathe out. When you breathe out, that gives that last little bit of extension in your low back, which gets you to end range where the changes happen. Now, it's not a bad side effect, but your arms can get tired from doing press-ups. So an alternative is starting into this quadruped position and doing a drop down. So if you notice I drop down, I keep my arms straight. I'm still in that Cobra press up end range position, but I'm going from the top down as opposed to pressing up. This sometimes can be a little easier for people and you can get a little further, but still the same principles apply where you want to just kiss the pain, and if there's no pain, sink into it. Then I'm going to relax my butt, I'm going to look up, breathe out, sink into that sucker, 4 sets of 10. Once you have full and pain-free end range of your Cobra press up or drop down, we can use a towel for overpressure. We're going to take the towel, put it behind the back, and we're going to use it as a fulcrum to push into that low back even further. Notice for this, my hands are down here, not up here. It needs to be here because we got to find that sweet spot where when we push up, we can then relax the butt, breathe out, look up, sink into it, and feel that overpressure from the towel, which at this point, when you're pain-free into it, feels really, really good. If you're too loose like this here, you won't feel the towel. If you're too far forward or tight here, it's gonna stop you from getting to end range. You can't get all the way up. So you have to find that Goldilocks zone where your arms are straight and you feel that pressure in the low back when you relax and breathe out. Once you're full and pain-free lying on the ground, it's a good time to recheck your baseline test to see how you're moving and feeling. Next is extension and standing, which is basically a standing back bend, which is the standing version of the Cobra press up. So we're gonna take our hands, find those bony dimples in our low back called the SI joints, put those thumbs right there, move up a little bit higher till you feel some muscle right there. So we're gonna lean back and return. If your butt is squeezing for dear life, point your toes inward, lean back as long as it's not painful, move a little further. If you can go all the way back pain-free, then you add in the breathe out, right? Notice if I go here, look how far I am. If I breathe out, I go further, further, further into end range, where the magic happens as long as it's pain-free. Once that feels full and pain-free, we can use a stick as a fulcrum to get a little extra leverage. It's the same thing, we're just replacing the hands with a stick here, and I'm simply pushing forward into that spot, breathing out, and sinking into it. It's like the towel from the previous exercise, but the standing version. If you have balance issues, you want to get a little extra leverage more than that stick, you can use a fixed fulcrum. Here I have a barbell, and I'm going to lean into this. Now my body weight can be used as leverage here. It's placed in the same spot. I'm going to rest my arms here or like this, and I'm simply going to lean back, get to end range, breathe out, sink into that sucker. And once you're full and pain-free there, recheck your baselines. Don't be surprised when you're moving and feeling way better. Speaking of moving and feeling better, the next step is you want to recalibrate or re-strengthen and stabilize your core. How you do that is right here. Check that out next.